Hello students, today I am going to teach you next chapter number 12, data handling. First of all, you have to understand here the meaning of data. A collection of information of certain things is called data. When we collect certain things in a mannerful way, we call that a data. Here I am taking an example. Data on games of 40 students of class 5 like to play is given, and the data is games are given and number of students are given here. So the first game is carom. How many students play this? 5 students. Then chess. How many students play this? Again 5. Ludo. 20 students play this. After that, snake and ladder, 10 students are here. Now first of all, you have to find here total students. On adding this, we are getting here 40, and in your question also given here 40 students. If I am telling to you, you have to make tally marks for this. So how to make that? All of you studied about this in your previous class also. Just remind that how to draw tally marks. By 5 is given here. So how to draw 5 here in tally marks? 4 standing lines and then 1 slanting line from last to first. This shows 5. Okay. Then again 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 standing line here and 1 slanting line from last to first. Now 20 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 standing line and 1 slanting line. Again. And one more time here. Now we are getting here 20. These are 20 tally marks. For 10 tally marks. Now these are the tally marks for this given data. Now if I am telling to you, you have to draw a bar graph for this data. So how to draw? Just see here. On graph paper, you have to take 2 axes there. Horizontally, this is x-axis, and vertically we call this y-axis, and this is the origin. Now you have to make small dot there for dividing each square. First one is 0 here, origin. After that you have to make this mark for 1 square, and in this side again 1 box you have to shown here by putting this dot here, and in this side you have to take name of the games, and on this side on y-axis you have to take number of students. Now the first game is of carom. Right here, first block you have to leave here. In second block you have to write here carom. Next again 1 block you have to leave here, and the next one is chess. Again leave 1 more block here, then write Ludo. After that you have to leave 1 more here, and then next one is snake and ladder. This is the way to distribute these. First block you have to leave empty, then next you have to write the name of first game, then next leave empty, in next you have to write the name of next game, then again leave 1 more box here, then write the next game, then again leave 1 and then write the next game here. Now number of student, if I am taking here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we get so long page here, but our board is small here, so we have to take here after 0, 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25. Now how many students play carom? 5. So make here, put here line of 5 and then make a bar graph there. After that, for chess again 5. Then for Ludo 20. Where is 20? Put the line. You have to make this on graph paper, so you have to recognize the line properly there. So make here one more bar. After that, snake and ladder of 10. So make here line of 10. So this is the bar graph. Here you have to write that scale. This is necessary. When you have to make a bar graph, you have to write the scale there. What is the scale? 1 unit is equal to 5 students. Why 5 students? This block, which I said block, we call that unit. This 1 unit is equal to 5 students. I am taking here gap of 5, 5. That means the scale is 1 unit is equal to 5 students. Okay. Now if I am telling to you, you have to draw a circle graph for this. So how to draw? Just see here. First of all, you have to make here a circle. After making this circle, you have to find the fraction of these students. And how to find fraction? Number of students upon total students. So how many number of students for carom? 5. And number of total students? 40. For chess, 5 upon 40. For Ludo, 20 upon 40. And for snake and ladder, 10 upon 40. When we cancel this, we are getting here 1 by 8. Here is again 1 by 8. Here is 1 by 2. And here is 1 by 4. Now this is very simple to you to distribute this circle in 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 1 by 8 part. How is it easy? Just see here. This is full circle. When I cutted this from the center, then this is the half part, and half part is for what? That is for Ludo. So this part is of Ludo. After that, 1 by 4. When I am again cutted this half circle from the middle, we get 1 by 4. Both are 1 by 4. Okay. So first of all, you have to write any part that is of snake and ladder. Snake and ladder, we are getting here 1 by 4 now. That's why we are writing here snake and ladder. Now 1 by 8 and 1 by 8 for both carom and chess. 1 by 2 part cover here, 1 by 4 also cover. Now this is 1 by 4. If again arm cutted this from the center, we get here 1 by 8 and 1 by 8 parts. So 1 by 8 parts for carom and next 1 by 8 part for chess. This is the circle graph, or we call this pie chart. Okay. Now the next one is, if I am telling to you, you have to draw a line graph here. So same way you have to take x-axis and y-axis, same as bar graph. On x-axis is on horizontal side and this is y-axis vertically. Here you have to take students and here name of the games. But what is the difference here? Now when you have to start this, you have to leave one block here, 1 unit you have to leave here in and here you have to write the first game name, that is carom. After that, second unit, when the started second unit, you can't leave here 1 unit, you can't leave here 1 block. Here you have to leaving one block, one unit, but no need to leave here one unit or one block. In second point you have to write here chess. Then in third point you have to write here Ludo. On next, snake and ladder. On above side, same 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25. Now, when you have to check all these on a graph paper, for 5, where we get 5 on this point, you have to make here 1 point. After that, for chess, again you have to put a dot and circle that with the small circle. Then Ludo on 20. Put a dot with small circle. Then snake and ladder on 10. Put a dot with the small circle. Then join all these dots. This is line graph for the given data. And here we have to use the scale. Scale is 1 unit is equal to, again, how many students? 5 students. Scale is very necessary when you have to draw these graph. One more graph is there, that is pictograph, and you have to study that in your previous class also. If I am telling to you, you have to make the pictograph for this. How to make? You have to write the name of games, and here number of students. Name of game, first one is carom, then chess, then ludo, then snake and ladder. Nothing you have to write in both these lines. Okay, now you have to make the faces. For 5 means you have to draw 5 faces, or otherwise you have to use a scale or key here. You call that scale. 1 face, in bracket you have to draw here a smiley face, is equal to 5 students. Means 5 student is equal to 1 smiley face. So first one for carom, here is 5 students. So you have to make here only 1 face. Again for chess, only 1 face. For ludo, here the ludo having 20 students. So how many faces you have to draw here? Divide 20 by 5. Getting here 4. So how many faces you have to draw here? 4. At last 10. Divide 10 by 5. Getting here 2. Why we divided here by 5? Because 1 smiley face we have assumed that for 5 students. So here you have to draw only 2 smiley face. This is all about the representation of graph when some data is given to you. I hope you all are understand this better. Thank you and have a nice day.